Hello everyone for race number 6 in the Legends Racing League Truck Series for season number 2. We're about to go dirt racing here at Limaland Motorsports Park here, I believe, in Florida. So we'll take a quick look at some of our track info in Lima, Florida, I guess. 4 turns, as most ovals are in the United States. It's going to be a really short track, about under 0.3 miles, so one of the shortest track we go to all season long, as our driver's about to be going soon. As the weather for today's race is going to be a nice 74 degrees air temp and 71-degree track temp, and wind a little bit in the east direction with no clouds. So let's take a quick look at our grid, and we're going to have our last week's winner, Jalen Battle, on pole position, followed in second is going to be Eric Keplinger. Michael Rosero going to be third. Eric Keeter 4th, Aaron Brown 5th, Tyler Tomasi 6th, Joseph Madigan 7th, Noah Allison 8th, Josh Hughes 9th, Brendan Tyman going to be rounding out our top 10, and I believe Chad Adams, Blake Lothan. I think we have one more. No, we do not. So only 12 cars for today's event, as we're about to go green, and the pace car is about to pull off, take a hard left into the pit lane. And we're about to go dirt track racing here in the truck series, and the green flag is out, and Keplinger gets a great start. Jalen Bauer gets a bit loose on that start right there, as they fan way wide, 3 wide for most of the field, but Keplinger has the early lead. Jalen in second, as clean through lap number 1 so far, as Keplinger has the early advantage right now, as all these trucks slide down 3 wide for second. On the outside, going to be Eric Heater. In the middle, Jalen Bowell on the inside, Michael Rosero. As a little bit of contact in the right rear for Jalen, and Heater and Michael get by him, but Heater and Michael still side by side. As a 3 wide in the back too, as Aaron Brown gets a bit loose there, but he saves as Keplinger, I think, hit the wall actually. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. As we have some more battles in the back, as Aaron's losing it. As he gets loose there, I think he disconnected. But Eric Keeter has caught up to Eric Keplinger out in front as they continue the battle in the back here. Noah Allison, Tyler Tomasi, Brendan Tyman, Blake Lothan in the back here. As he's running the very top side is Brendan Tyman on the bottom. As the wall is going to be kind of coming out at you, especially off of turn 2. I feel like it's very bad coming off of turn 2 with a little hole in the wall, kind of like a real pit exit. But just have a slow car on the track. As Noah Allison gets loose and he's on the bottom, but no caution is out yet. I think Josh Hughes, kind of got loose, but Eric Keplinger is still in the race, mostly single foul throughout the field. As we have a little bit battle here with Tyler Tomasi. As you kind of see, the different lines are all kind of running the outside, seems like. Let's see what Keplinger is running, kind of lower. As caution is out, I think Chad Adams may have been involved. Noah Allison actually slow. So let's see. Yeah, Noah Allison spins it around on the front straightaway on lap number 8 as he... Actually, Brendan Tyman actually got into him there, and that's going to bring out the caution. So just take a quick look on the chopper point of view. So going into, I believe it's turn 3 and 4. Brendan gets a bit loose, trying to do crossover on the 2 car. Actually, no, I was before that, so there it is. So Noah kind of gets loose on the bottom. This is entering turn 3 and 4 right here, as Brendan is ahead of Blake. And Blake looks to the inside. Brendan, a little bit of contact there, and looks like Brendan just came down not knowing Noah was there, and Noah just didn't expect it. And so caution is going to be out here, as we're about to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Actually, pace car trucks are off as they choose coming here, as a lot of people choose the outside line, as it looks like Blake chooses the inside. Is going to bring him all the way up to 3rd on this restart. So these guys have really overwhelmingly chosen the outside. So as a pace car is about to go off, as green flag is back out, we're racing here at Limaland, as Eric Heater gets a good launch on the outside. Keplinger side by side with them. Michael Rosero clears Jalen Battle, but going into 3 and 4, Eric Heater going to take the race lead for now. as he's dead sideways on the exit, but he does clear Eric Heater and Keplinger off of the corners. Michael Rosero could maybe look to the outside of Eric Keplinger. Keplinger seems to get a little tight off of turn 2, almost into the outside wall. Michael goes low to the inside of the 60 machine as Keplinger clears him off the outside. Michael continuing to work that bottom lane. He was really working the bottom here in practice, and he got some pretty fast lap time, so he can maybe, if he can get by Keplinger, he could maybe get up and challenge Eric Heater. Right now, Eric Heater about a few tenths quicker than his drivers behind. And Keplinger behind him clears Michael, but Michael goes really wide to allow Jalen Battle to get inside. Jalen gets a bit too loose. Joseph Madigan back here in 5th, Tyler Tomasi in 6th. There's a few drivers in the back, and then Noah Allison's 1 lap down. There's a few cars in the wall with Tyler Tomasi. As Noah Allison just kind of running the bottom line, trying to get his lap back. But right now, Keplinger gonna try to chase down Eric Heater, who was last season's dirt winner at Lanier in the Classic Truck Challenges. Jalen Battle gonna be clearing Michael Rosero on the outside. Michael go look to the outside running. Doesn't seem the outside has really came in yet. In practice, it took a few laps, but all these drivers running at the same time. It'll probably be around halfway before we see that very topside work, as Keplinger has caught up to Eric Heater. He looks to the inside in turn 1 and 2. But can he make the move stick? As Heater kind of just running the middle line, it seems like, in 1 and 2, kind of diming it to the low side on exit. Keplinger gets a good run on the exit. Will he look to the outside? Yes, he does. He goes to the outside. Heater using that really flat track to help him turn his truck, as Keplinger not getting by yet. As he gets a bit loose, he moves up the racetrack, and that's going to allow Eric Heater to pull away to a few tenth gap here. As it's allowing Jalen Battle kind of creep into this battle right now, as he was a few tenths quicker last time by. Michael Rosero behind him too, and Joseph Madigan actually faster than all 3 of these drivers. So he's gaining big time as we have a really slow car. As caution is out here, I think it was for the slow car. No, it was actually Joseph Madigan, I think, that's got spun around there. Possibly, I think. Was it Tyler Tomasi? Tomasi hits the wall there. Spins it around, and I believe that is caution. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag. As we're about to go green flag racing, here's Keplinger on the inside as he chose the inside, Heater on the outside. Coming in about 10 laps to go until the stage. 10 or 12 as a 3 wide behind. We're at 3rd place position. Joseph Madigan on the inside, Michael Rosero in the middle, and Jalen Battle on the very top as they're still 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Heading into turn 1. Keplinger on the very top line as they're 4 wide. We're at 2nd place position. There's a little bit of contact. Michael Rosero and Jalen Battle. Michael shoves Jalen up a little bit up the racetrack. Michael Rosero continues to use that bottom lane as Keplinger clears Michael as they're still battling behind Joseph Madigan, Brendan Tyman. As they're still side by side. The outside seeming to come in a little bit more. Brendan really running the outside. Kind of see the dirt up there. Kind of getting that high group worked in, but Michael now using the very top side right now. 30 laps into this race, he gets a really good run off the exit of turn 1 and 2. Let's see what will be when he gets off of 3 and 4. He beats Jalen to the line that time, so very close racing here. And it seems like the outside game worked in as we have a permanent wall, I believe, Blake Laughlin. As on the top side he goes, looking to get around the 34. As these two are still side by side. Brendan gets a really good launch on the exit. And Jalen Battle gets by Michael Rosero, but Michael looks to the inside. Door bangs the 48 a little bit on the left rear quarter panel. He's going to clear Jalen, but Jalen's going to do the crossover move to the inside. And right now, actually catching Eric Keplinger while battling. So Keplinger made a little bit of a mistake, it seems like, that last lap. But Eric Keeter has about, not exactly sure how big his lead is, but it's a pretty big lead for a dirt track as they're still battling 3-car battle for that 5th place position. Justin Madigan back there and Blake Laughlin and Brendan Timon still working the bottom lane. He's working the top a little bit in 3 and 4, but looks like the battle back here has up here has died down. As Brendan Timon actually around, his engine is blowing, so he has to go into the pit lane as resets, I believe. As we're almost coming to the end of the stage in about 3 or so laps, as we're down to 6 trucks right now, even though they have 2 faster players. Eric Keplinger getting catched by Michael Rosero behind him, and Jalen Battle kind of falling a little bit further behind these 2 drivers, but there's going to be a battle for the stage points right here, Michael Rosero and Eric Keplinger. As Michael Rosero right behind, he's looking to the inside, but they make contact on entry. It's coming to the white flag as Michael hit the little tire things in the inside there. Not sure exactly what they're called, but they're kind of tires sticking up from the ground. But Michael, you look to the outside, coming to the, it's white flag right now. Can you get the 2nd place stage points? He's looking to the inside. He has a run. It's going to be a side-by-side battle going in heading into turn 3 for Keplinger for the crossover. Will it be enough? No, it won't. Michael Rosero going to get 2nd in the stage, and as soon as Joseph Madigan across the line, it's going to be a caution here. And caution is out right now, and that's going to be your stage results. Top 5, Eric Keeter, Michael Rosero, Eric Keplinger, and Jalen Battle, and Joseph Madigan rounding out your top 5. As a very eventful first half of the race, and we only have 6 cars left. So about half the field has been wrecked out, or not even wrecked out, it's just been self-spins in the Alta 4 basically. But yep, and don't think there should be pit stops here. No one has too bad damage, I don't think. I wouldn't think there'd be pit stops. You can't take tires with fuel, so maybe someone in the back will take a faster person to that too, but it doesn't look like they will. So see how this choose cone works right here. I believe we're gonna go green this time as Michael chooses the top line, as Keplinger chooses bottom, Jalen Battle bottom, Madigan top, and Blake bottom. So oops, my bad. As we're about to go green flag racing here. Pace truck is about to go off. Take the hard left as Heater gonna lead us to the green. And there it is, green flag is out, but Keplinger has the bottom. He's gonna have a pretty good run going into turn 1 as they're banging in the back. Door banging in the back here. And Michael on the top side trying to get by Eric Keplinger again. It seems like Michael really likes that top side early on, so he gets a really good shot, and that's car sideways in the back. Heater now using the top line as Michael. As Heater gets really sideways on the exit, but Michael's going to get a good run too. Will he be able to clear Keplinger? Yes, he does. Drilling on the top side of Eric Keplinger. Michael Rosero chasing down our leader, Eric Heater. About 30 laps to go. As Michael on the inside, can he do a slide job on Eric Heater heading to 3 and 4? We've seen these two battle a lot in the Legends at Summit Point, but Michael gets really loose on the inside, and that's going to allow Eric Heater to pull away as he makes contact with Eric Keplinger. He's going to send Keplinger up the racetrack, but Keplinger is able to clear Michael Rosero, as now it's Jalen Battle and Joseph Madigan up here in the mix for that 2nd place position. Michael continues very outside, as the outside seems to come in a little bit here. see a lot more drivers drifting up to it, and Keplinger just not drifting up that much. He's kind of staying in the middle how he always was. So he is pulling away a little bit from Michael Rosero, but don't know that's how long that's going to last for. Right now, Michael Rosero and Eric Keplinger trying to chase down Eric Keeter, race leader right now. Keeter about 10 quicker last time by. So battle in the back, Joseph Madigan, Jalen Battle. As Michael Rosero all over the back bumper of Eric Keplinger. It looks to the inside and turning 3 and 4. As they're dorming as contact going to turn 1 and 2. It's going to get Keplinger sideways, but didn't really affect him too much since it's a dirt track. But Keplinger gets a good run on the outside. He's going to defend Michael Rosero, but Keplinger gets really sideways and he's going to get a bit loose and a little bit more contact on the front straightaway. Eric Keplinger in the outside wall. And that's going to bring in Jalen Battle, but Jalen gets really loose and it's going to allow Joseph Madigan up to that 4th place position. But Keplinger with a crossover move on the inside of the 23 machine. Michael Rosero clears him and is going to try to chase down our leader, Eric Keeter. As last time by, Michael Rosero was a 10th and a half faster than Eric Keeter. And we saw how good he was at the beginning of this restart. He was able to chase down the 28 and almost get to the inside of him and pass him. But he's going to have a long way to go if he wants to get up to Eric Keeter. As he's clicking off these lap times, he's actually catching him about half a tenth per lap. And there's a battling behind Jalen Battle, Joseph Madigan. There's Jalen on the inside, not able to get a good run. But kind of see how different lines these guys are taking. Jalen kind of more of a middle, Joseph kind of more on the top side. Same with our leader in 2nd place, Michael Rosero. Michael kind of running the more lower line, here running the very top, trying to get a good exit. As right now, Michael Rosero is actually catching him. At last time by here, had a really fast lap time, running that very, very top side. And I think he's found something on the very top, as he just sails it in there, right up against the wall. Michael hits the wall there. It's the 2nd time in a row he does. He's pushing as hard as he can to get up there, but it's going to be tough as he points out for a 2nd. As there's a battle behind Joseph Madigan, Eric Keplinger. Keplinger sideways on the exit. He's got to work his way to save the race car as he does, but he's going to be on the inside of this corner, and Madigan on the outside. As Joseph's going to clear Keplinger, not quite. As Joseph almost clears him again, but it's just really hard to clear someone when they're on the very inside of you. This Keplinger trying to get slide jump as Joseph does clear him that time by. And will he be able to clear him off the exit of turn 3? Yes, he does. Turn 4. Michael blinks yet again, but Keeter really using the top line as he's been doing the past few laps, and it's actually really improving his lap time. Almost 2 tenths quicker than he was before. As we're coming to 15 laps to go. Eric Keplinger falling back to Joseph Madigan, but Madigan really catching these guys. He's actually the fastest driver on the racetrack last time by. About 14 laps to go. He could maybe have a shot at the win if he makes a mistake. I think it's gonna be a little bit too. He's a little too far back to get him on pure speed. But if there's a caution or something, he could really maybe catch him, and or he would definitely catch him. But it'd be hard to pass him. But a caution would definitely help change things up. But right now, the nearest battle is Jalen Battle and Blake Lothan on the outside in the 2 machine. He gets a really good run on the exit. He's really using the outside in turn 3 and 4. As Madigan actually makes a mistake, he's really slow last time by. A 16.1 compared to a 15.8 behind. So that really slow lap time cost him a lot of time there. But Blake Lothan gets by Jalen Battles. Jalen goes to the inside of him as we're side by side hitting down turn 1 and 2 is Keplinger into the outside wall. Anki spun out on entry there. Got him sent up into the outside wall, but 10 laps to go right now as these two continuing the battle for that top 5 position, but Eric here out in front by a pretty big margin. You kind of see this is the back end, you can't even see anything but the outside wall. That's how much he's running by. You see right there, Micro Zero about a whole straightaway behind Eric here. As these two continuing the battle for the top 5 position. Jalen Battle and Blake Lothan. As they are continuing the battle, as they keep doing slide jobs on each other. Jalen on the bottom as he clears Blake, but Blake just keeps doing the crossover slide jobs over and over. Let's see if Jalen can do the same. As they both get tight, and Jalen gives him the bump, and that kind of boosts Blake off the exit, but it gets him a little bit sideways entering turn 3 and 4. As Blake continues to use the outside line. As I don't think Jalen will be able to get to his inside clearly unless he gets a really good run on the exit. But he continues to the bottom, and the bottom's not the greatest line for a good run off the exit from the corner, but yeah. Kind of see how big of a gap Eric here has to second place in Micro Zero. We have 2 laps to go right now into the next race. As here off the final corner, come to the white flag, and unless something happens, he's probably going to be tonight's winner. He's led up the majority of the second half of the race, 64 laps after taking the lead from Eric Keplinger. Eric here will win tonight's race as Jalen Battle is spinning right ahead of him, as Jalen is not going to finish the race as he wrecked right in front of Eric Keeter, as he was on the white flag, and Keeter, I guess, kind of was playing his normal line and hit him. So that's going to be unfortunate for Jalen Battle. He's not going to be able to finish this race on the lead lap, as he just, yeah. So Jalen Battle could be flipped over right before he can cross the line, about 3/4 of the way. But Eric Keeter could be bringing it down here at Limaland. In the second season in a row, he's going to be winning here on the dirt track. So, what a dominating performance for him. And it was some really good racing on these restarts. Even throughout the race, it was 3 wide sometimes on those restarts. But a good race overall at Limaland, and we'll see you for your top 3 interviews as Micro Zero and Joseph Madigan kind of bring it down to. As we're back here at Limaland, we're going to be interviewing our top 3 finishers for tonight's race. Those are going to bring in Eric Heater here, leading at 65 laps in a total of 76. So we'll bring him here. Hello, Eric. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you get done here 2 times in a row for a dirt track. You started 4th, wasn't the fastest in qualifying, so you made your way through the field. How did that work out? Or how did you do it?
Well, I knew running the bottom, I definitely wasn't the fastest out of all of those guys. I felt like, I was just kind of biding my time until the top started to come in. And honestly, I was more surprised that I was able to keep it up front for the stage win, more so than, later in the race keeping it up front. But I don't know. We just, made the passes work on the outside, getting the pinches done and all that. And we were able to keep Michael away from us. I knew he was definitely going to be the fastest when the track was clean or, whenever the bottom was available. But I felt like I had the top by a good margin over him. So, I was just waiting for that point of the race. And going into the race, I wasn't sure if the top was going to come in late and then the bottom was going to come back in and he was going to catch back up to me. That's what I was worried about most there. But that didn't actually happen, and I was able to just run the top. And I did make a few mistakes, but it's just so high risk, high reward running up there. I can't not run there, even though I know I'm going to make some mistakes. But yeah, it was just a lot of pace up there, running the cushion, and we were able to go up with the win by a pretty big margin, like 6 seconds or something like that. So a really great race for us. Unfortunately, the legend race couldn't have gone this way. So that's the end of our chase hopes for that series. But I don't know. Hopefully, we'll be able to make a run at this series, and hopefully, no bad luck like that race happens in this one.
Anyone you have to thank for tonight's win?
Everyone who raced clean there. I was expecting a little bit more contact, even with the beginning, since it's such a short race. But everyone was really clean, so that was pretty great racing. Too bad it couldn't have been a finish like last season's, but I still think it was a pretty decent race.
Yep, and congrats on your win.
Thank you.
So as Eric here, as we are bringing Michael Rosero into the booth for that 2nd place finish. Hello, Michael, got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Wait, give me a second.
I got a copy.
Okay, so you finished second here at Limaland. You almost got up to the race lead there with Heater. You had a really fast car at the beginning, but kind of fell off at the end. What happened there?
Yeah, I just kept getting a bit. One time I almost spun out like twice off the corner, and Peter was like hauling on the outside, and I tried to make it something work in the middle lane, but it just didn't work out. And then I kind of made it worse by going on the top lane. But hey, we got second. Very, very nice job. So yeah, best dirt finish this in LRL.
Yeah, and next week we'll go to Texas, which is your home track, I guess. But what is your thoughts on that next race, 1.5-mile track?
I'm just gonna say that's gonna be a fun race. It's pretty much gonna be flat out, but once the tires get in, you're gonna have to like maybe even brake and definitely lift a lot. So hope we can get the win next week at our home track. So yeah, can't wait for next week.
Anyone you think for tonight's good run?
Yeah, shout out to my dad for being in the serving in the Air Force. That's why I'm running this scheme based on his military thing. So yeah, we had a shout out to the person who made this scheme, and yeah, thanks to everyone who served in the military during like all the chaos long ago, and thank you for your service, everyone who served in the military. Happy Veterans Day.
Yep, and congrats on your 2nd place finish here tonight at Limaland.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're gonna bring in Joseph Madigan, who finished 3rd here tonight. He worked his way up through the field. He was kind of in the back there, battling for like 7th, I think. With Jalen, and he worked his way up to 3rd after the track kind of got worn in. So bring him in to the booth. Oh, Joseph, you got a copy?
Yep.
So you work your way up to third here, and kind of as this track got slicker and you kind of got faster, what was your strategy at the end?
I knew early on in the run that it was going to be bottom, and I'm not that good on the bottom, so I kind of learned how to drive it middle to top early on in the race, and that kind of helped me throughout the end of the race. And I was gaining on Rosero, but I was just pushing a little bit too hard.
Yeah, and if you did get to him, do you think you could have got by him, or do you think that would have been a whole different challenge?
Rosero was fast all session long, and I knew I would have to pull something special, and I don't want to. If I was there, I didn't want to risk the chance of taking us both out, even though I had such a big gap to Kep. All I wanted was a top 3, and I was fine with that. But if I did, I don't think I would have pulled anything special. I just probably would have tried to pass him on the outside.
Yep, and in your one, you think for tonight's third place finish?
No, I'd just like to thank my sponsors, Napa and Mad Dog Designs. I'd like to thank you guys for putting on such a good league, and everyone watching. Thanks for keeping this going.
Yep, and congrats on your third place finish here tonight at Limaland.
Thank you.
So it was Joseph Madigan in the 76 machine, rounding himself in third place. As let's take a quick look at the lead change. I think we only had one, which it didn't feel like one. I felt like I guess the Battlefield race wasn't as 3 wide. We were 3 out for second a lot of second place lead changes or second place changes. But cautions, we had 3 cautions, 2 of which were on track incidents, and 1 of them were stage caution. So overall, pretty clean dirt track race, kind of surprisingly. But here are your results, as only 6 drivers finished. Well, Jalen kind of flipped over there on the white flag, but Brendan Timing gonna be your first last DNF, but Eric Heater gonna be winning by about 6 seconds, like he said in his interview, to Michael Rosero, and third Joseph Madigan, fourth Eric Keplinger, and fifth Blake Laughlin. Jalen Bell 6th, Brendan Timon 7th, Josh Hughes in 8th, Tyler Tomasi 9th, Noah Allison 10th, Chad Adams 11th, Aaron Brown 12th, and that's going to be rounding out your field here tonight at the dirt track. Overall, pretty fun race, a lot of action early on, kind of a die down at the end, but overall, a pretty fun race here at Limaland, and we'll see you guys Friday night for the first race in the chase in the DP series at